welcome to the T-Type Pod. And 2026, we're moving fast, rapidly. We're going into the third quarter, and we're here with the UK Angola Chamber of Commerce in Epic Sana in Luanda. And as you know, in T-Type Pod, we're speaking with specialists across different fields and seeing what is happening in Angola. And right now, we're at a conference, it's all about customs. And as you know, customs affects us one way or another, either importation or exportation, importation. It affects all of us. The products that we use, the produce that we use, it is affected. So why not come to this event and speak to people and see how it affects them, or see what they're doing to create change as well. As you know, T-Type Pod, we don't introduce our guests, we get them to introduce themselves. And today we are going to a specialist. Hopefully you'll be all excited to meet this gentleman as well. So let's go. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Who are you and who do you represent? I don't want to say what company you represent. I was like, who do you represent?
First of all, I'm not a specialist. I'm more than a generalist.
Okay.
So my name is Albert Sampaio, and I'm the country director for the Department for Business and Trade. So I represent the UK government as a representative of the Department for Business and Trade in the UK. I represented Mr. Peter Carr, the Secretary of State for the Department for Business and Trade, here in Angola, based at the British Embassy. So working closely with the FCDO. So two different departments, but of course we are in the same space. So while our ambassador, Mr. Joshi, takes care of the economic and of course the political overview and the relationship, so take care of the commercial opportunities between UK companies and of course Angolan companies.
Okay, so you're the man.
I'm trying to be.
Okay, so when it comes to business, like you said, businesses that link up between UK and Angola, and I do know from previous events that have taken place that there is a plan to try and make that relationship a lot more stronger. And how's that going?
Yeah, sure. I think so far so good.
Okay.
We had a gap here between this UK and Angola relationship, but now I think it's really taking shape and it's really making sense, because we believe now, and it was mentioned during the customs conference, that the UK now is considered the country that believes in Angola. So there's a reason for it. So the UK now is the Angola biggest creditor.
Yes. Hold on. Let's get that out there. Please repeat that at the camera. Seriously.
Yes, I can say that to the camera. The UK is the Angola biggest creditor right now. So we surpass China.
Okay.
And this was announced by the Angola government, by the way. So it's not our statistics, but it's coming from the Angolan government. But there's a reason for it, mostly because of Eurobonds that are raised in the UK market.
Okay.
So, and of course, a part of that is the work that the UKF, our Export Credit Agency, is doing in Angola. The UKF have deployed almost £2 billion worth of projects, supporting critical infrastructure projects like hospitals, roads, and I can mention the Materno Infantil Hospital, Hospital dos Queimados. So a lot of infrastructure projects. And for us, it makes sense to link that to what now is our strategy on getting a closer relationship and a relationship with the Angola government. So I think we believe that infrastructure will be the driver on this relationship. Angola have like very clear and big ambitions when it comes to infrastructure. A country that has been like 27 years of civil war, and they'll need, I don't know how many billions worth of projects of infrastructure, to connect the country to And we believe with the expertise in the UK offer that we do have, I believe that is an opportunity to tie everything together and to be the driver around our relationship. So we are planning to give like more technical assistance and providing like Angola with the right skills while we are showing financial big market like the London market. It makes sense to connect everything and offer something that that Angola we use it for the next 100 years, delivering like projects in a more transparent way, in a more faster way. So this is our objective right now, and what we believe the UK and Angola relationship is going to be in the next couple of years.
And it's great to hear all of that. Why? Because infrastructure is key for everything else to build on top. And that strategy is really, really interesting. As someone that has worked in, well, many, many years ago in infrastructure and pharmaceutical, I understand that link up, right, between the two. You have health, you have infrastructure, you have those kind of sorted out, everything else can sit on top and grow forward. So it's great to hear the strategy that the UK is bringing on that. Let's come back to this event that's taken on today, or taking place today, customs.
Yes.
Give us a bit more on customs relationship between Angola and the UK, because I am aware, being told, that exporting from Angola to the UK,
Zero.
So what can Angolans actually export from here to there that equates into that zero? Because I'm sure it's not everything.
Yeah. It's this is our unilateral offer that we have, that is called the DCTS,
Okay.
the Developing Countries Trading Scheme.
All right.
So the UK opened up for the developing countries, and of course Angola be part of that, is eligible to export products like from Angola to the UK. Until the moment, we don't have like records of this being done.
Is it lack of information? Or?
Yes, it's a mix of lack of information first, because and I think we don't have like a clear sense of what we need to be doing to export to the UK, and I think there's also a perception. There's a perception issue there, because people see the UK market as a very distant market. They don't believe like that UK consumers is going to have like interest on their products. So we are trying to work on in all of that. On the first topic, maybe because you need to export and be eligible to that, you need to certify that those products are original from Angola, and so there's a process to it. You need like a certification of origin, and at the moment we don't have documents as such. AGT, they do have it, but this is not a document that is recognized like nationwide. So
how Fetu in Angola?
Sorry?
Fetu in Angola.
Yes.
That's made in Angola.
Yes,
well.
made in Angola.
That's what those
in Angola. Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that a stamp?
No, it's not a stamp that is considered as. So this is, you need to come either from the Trade Ministry as an informative document that say that even a product that it was assembly in Angola, something like that, that have that Angolan content.
Okay.
And someone need to stamp it and say this is coming from Angola. But we do have an alternative, which is a Form A.
Okay.
So the UK have this Form A, which we accepted while you're exporting to the UK. You can fill in that form, and we accept it without any stamp or. But we do believe that, of course, Angola needs to benefit from it. So right now we are trying to work out, so who is going to be that institution that is going to at least stamp this this Form A document that you're going to fill in and say, listen, I have a product which is origin, the origin is from Angola. So if we are exporting to the UK, so now you are being an exempt. So I believe we are trying to work with IPEX now on the promotion of those documents for people to become more aware of it, and of course the perception, you know. So we are trying to work with that, inviting them to a few trade fairs in the UK, like especially with products which now are really like valuable, like avocados, tropical fruits. So people have a lot of interest on that, and Angola have like production, which with the right certifications and the right procedures, I think the UK market is a wonderful market, so for people to bet on.
Okay, no, thank you for that. I don't want to be biased out there. I say that UK, you know, it's a great market, but UK is a great market for for Angolan produce. I think it's wild that a lot of people don't actually see that, and it's great to hear that what you guys are doing within the department, trying to push that. And we do hope that more of that is seen out in Angola. I know, you know, when we first started T-Type Pod, it actually stands for Tell the Truth in English.
Wow.
When we started, it was, okay, how do we push information out there? Because there are people that need to know what is going on here. People need to understand, okay, there's opportunity.
Yeah.
And even people hear the businesses here say, okay, do you know what? There's opportunity outside of the usual countries that we go to, right? There's opportunity, there's a market. And that's great to hear that, you know, the department and the chamber and also the embassies pushing for that. You said something about trade events coming on and off. I have heard wind of one coming up soon. And is there any information you can give us on that? And if anyone's watching that can be part of that?
Yeah, sure, definitely. We are trying to push a lot of and be like more and take a bigger role and what we believe we are good at it. So for the first time, just a quick note. For the first time, we are putting together a UK pavilion at Filda. So so this is going to be the first time ever that the UK have like the representation at Filda. So we are putting together companies that are trying to enter the market for the first time, companies that are already in the market working.
Is that
trying to exhibit.
Companies going to UK or companies UK coming to Angola?
Companies coming to Angola.
Oh.
They're trying to enter the market. So
okay.
I think Filda would be like the best platform for them.
For them too.
You know, to do like exhibitions, to show their products and services. So we are now organizing that environment, and so we believe that the UK pavilion at Filda will bring that, and we will have like a delegation of companies that I think will be worth, you know, getting in touch when Filda comes. I think it will be good to have you guys visiting and getting to know those companies that are traveling to come and get to know like sales agents, distributors, business partners. So if you are going to be there at Filda, so please visit our stand. And also coming, and also for the first time, we're going to have UK Angola investment event in London.
Okay.
So we are trying to sell Angola out there. So we need to take like, you know, Angola to London. So we are inviting everyone that wants to be part of it to come London it's going to be on the 8th and 9th of September.
Okay.
So it's going to be 2 days dedicated to Angola. The first day we're going to have a full day with the London Stock Exchange.
Oh.
So it's already reserved, and Angola will open the capital markets on that day.
Nice.
Yes, the UK capital markets will be opened by Angola on that day. So Angola could be there, you know, ringing the bell, and you know, and of course followed by discussions around like liquidity in the market, around like capital markets. So we are also inviting all the financial sector, Angolan financial sector, that want to be part of this meeting and explore and have opportunities and see how they can talk to banks and on how to, you know, deliver and deploy like more money in Angola.
Okay.
So I think this is opportunity. On the second day, we're going to have like the traditional trade forum where we're going to have like bilateral representation from the UK government and the Angola government also, and having presentation on everything that's said on our strategy around infrastructure. We expect to have like very good conversations on Angolan priority sectors like education, health, those disruptive sectors like fintechs and others. So we're expecting to have like a very mixed crowd of people that really have like interest in Angola. They want like to be part of that ecosystem.
Okay, so if you're out there, your filter coming up, you've got the trade mission coming up in September as well. So the next few months, I know you and the team will be prepping and getting ready for this.
We're excited, feeling energized.
And there you go, energized and ready. And for you out there that you think to yourself, September, UK rain, let me give you a little bit of information. September, we normally have something called Indian summer. So September, especially that first 2 weeks, it's still hot. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go out. Nyoda, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Thank you for giving us a few tips about what's going on, information about what's going on with the UK in Angola and Angola in UK. That relationship, which we believe is key. As I said, the whole idea of what we do at T-Typod is pushing information of Angola out there. And thank you so much for representing the UK government and sitting with us and getting that information. So we look forward to seeing more of this.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. So to the audience out there, here it is. We have spoken. I know he said he's not a specialist, but he's a specialist. Come on. He said he's a generalist. So reach out. I'm sure from when this video is released as well, we'll be putting more information about what's going on with the UK and Angola. If you're interested in doing business in Angola or doing business in the UK, reach out to DBT. Reach out to the embassy, because there are people there that can provide you with the right information on how to move forward with your business. So till next time, I'm your host, Katie Nyoda. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.